Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like something was off with your hair? Maybe it looks dull, lifeless, or just doesn't feel like you anymore. Or perhaps you've stuck with the same hairstyle for decades, afraid to make a change. The truth is, as we age, our hair changes, sometimes in ways we never expected. What worked in our 30s or 40s may no longer be flattering or healthy in our 60s and beyond. And yet, so many of us unknowingly make mistakes that add years to our appearance. I remember talking to a dear friend of mine. She had been dyeing her hair jet black for years, thinking it made her look younger, but instead, it was doing the opposite. It was too harsh against her skin tone, emphasizing fine lines rather than softening her features. When she finally switched to a softer shade with some dimension, the difference was incredible. She looked refreshed, vibrant, and more confident than ever. This just goes to show that small changes can have a big impact. And today, I want to help you avoid the same mistakes so that your hair complements your natural beauty at any age. In this video, we'll be breaking down the 10 biggest hair mistakes that women over 60 often make. Things that might be making your hair look thinner, older, or unhealthy without you even realizing it. But don't worry, I'm not just here to point out mistakes. I'm going to show you simple, practical solutions so you can make easy, yet powerful, changes to your hair routine. Whether you're dealing with thinning hair, struggling to find the right color, or wondering if your go-to shampoo is actually harming your hair, I've got you covered. Before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever made a hair mistake that you later regretted? Maybe a bad haircut, the wrong dye job, or overusing heat styling. Share your experience in the comments. I promise you're not alone. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. This channel is all about empowering women over 60 with confidence, beauty, and self-care tips that truly make a difference. Now let's get started with the first mistake you might be making and how to fix it. All right, let's talk about the first and one of the biggest hair mistakes women over 60 often make: sticking with the same haircut for decades. Now, I know change can feel scary, and many of us develop an emotional attachment to our hairstyles. After all, if a certain cut looked great on us in our 40s or 50s, why wouldn't it work now? But here's the truth. Our face shape, hair texture, and even our lifestyle evolve over time. And what flattered you 20 or 30 years ago may not be doing you any favors today. One of the most common mistakes I see is women keeping a style that no longer suits their features. Maybe it's a blunt, heavy cut that no longer has movement, or hair that's grown too long and thin, pulling the face downward. Another issue? Sticking with a super straight, one-length cut. As we age, we naturally lose volume in our hair, just like we do in our skin. A hairstyle that lacks layers or movement can actually make us look older by emphasizing that loss of volume. The wrong haircut can do two things. It can either make you look older by highlighting thinning and sagging, or it can make your features look harsh and outdated rather than soft and elegant. Think about it. When you were younger, you probably updated your wardrobe to reflect changing trends or your personal style. Your hairstyle should be the same way. It's not about following fads, but about choosing something that makes you look and feel your best right now. Ask yourself, when was the last time you actually changed your haircut? Has it been 10, 20, or even 30 years? If you're still wearing the same style you had in the 90s or early 2000s, it might be time for an update. Some of the most stylish women over 60, like Helen Mirren, Diane Keaton, and Jamie Lee Curtis, are constantly adapting their hairstyles to fit their features and lifestyle. And the result? They look fresh, modern, and confident. So how do you choose the right haircut? Here are a few key things to consider. 1. Face shape matters. A haircut should always frame your face in a flattering way. Let's break it down by face shape. Round face? Go for soft layers and side-swept bangs to create angles. Square face? Avoid blunt cuts. Opt for soft, textured layers instead. Oval face? Lucky you. Almost any style works, but adding volume at the crown can enhance your look. The goal is to bring balance to your features and highlight what makes you unique. Number 2. Avoid harsh, overly structured cuts. Another mistake I see? Hair that's too structured, too stiff, or too short in the wrong places. Some women believe that cutting hair super short is the only way to look youthful. While short hair can be incredibly flattering, it has to be done right. Instead of a blunt, sharp bob, consider a soft, layered pixie cut. If you prefer a bob, make sure it has movement, maybe some wispy layers or an asymmetrical shape to keep it modern and fresh. 3. Embrace volume and texture. Flat, lifeless hair can make us look older. Adding layers, waves, or a little volume at the crown can instantly lift your features and give you a more youthful, vibrant look. Even small tweaks, like blow-drying hair with a round brush or using a volumizing mousse, can make a world of difference. 4. Consider your hair's changing texture. As we age, our hair may become finer, drier, or more brittle. That means the haircut that worked for us years ago may not work anymore. If your hair is thinning, avoiding super long styles can help. Instead, opt for a cut that adds movement and fullness, like a soft, shoulder-length style with light layers. Now I know what you might be thinking. I've had this hairstyle for so long, I don't know if I can change it. And trust me, I get it. Change can feel intimidating. But here's the thing. Changing your hairstyle doesn't mean changing who you are. It simply means embracing the best version of yourself today. And remember, you don't have to make a drastic change overnight. You can start with small adjustments. Maybe softening your bangs, adding a few layers, or gradually transitioning to a more flattering length. So, if you've been holding on to the same haircut for decades, I challenge you, be open to something new. Talk to a stylist you trust, bring in photos of styles you love, and most importantly, choose a look that makes you feel confident and beautiful. Let's be honest. When was the last time you really paid attention to the health of your hair? I'm not just talking about how it looks after styling, but how it feels, how strong it is, and whether it's truly thriving. If you're over 60, your hair is changing more than you might realize. And unfortunately, many women unknowingly neglect their hair's health until it's too late. If you've noticed your hair feeling thinner, drier, or more brittle than it used to, you're not alone. But here's the good news. You can restore your hair's strength, shine, and vitality with the right care. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Before we dive into solutions, let's quickly understand why hair health declines as we get older. The changes aren't random, there's science behind them. Hormonal changes. Estrogen levels drop after menopause, which can lead to thinner, weaker hair. Slower hair growth. As we age, hair follicles shrink and produce less keratin, the protein that makes hair strong. Loss of natural oils. The scalp produces less sebum, leading to drier, more brittle strands. Weakened hair structure. Gray hair lacks the same protective coating, making it more prone to breakage and frizz. All of these factors combined can leave hair looking lifeless. But the good news is, there are ways to counteract these changes. So what is the biggest hair health mistakes women over 60 make? 1. Using the wrong shampoo and conditioner. Many women over 60 are still using the same shampoo and conditioner they used in their 40s or 50s. But just like your skin needs different care as you age, so does your hair. If your shampoo contains sulfates or alcohol, it could be stripping your hair of the little moisture it has left, leaving it dry, frizzy, and weak. Instead, look for gentle, sulfate-free hydrating formulas that add moisture and strengthen strands. Argan oil, collagen, keratin, biotin, hyaluronic acid. And don't forget your conditioner. A rich, hydrating conditioner is a must, and if your hair feels extra dry, consider a deep conditioning treatment once a week. 2. Not getting enough nutrients for hair growth. Did you know that what you eat directly impacts your hair health? Many women over 60 experience hair thinning, and one of the biggest reasons is nutritional deficiencies. Your hair needs the right vitamins and minerals to grow strong and healthy. If your diet is lacking these, your hair will suffer. Biotin, found in eggs, nuts, and salmon. Iron, found in spinach, lentils, and red meat. Vitamin D, found in fatty fish and fortified dairy. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in salmon, flax seeds, and walnuts. Collagen and protein, found in bone broth, eggs, and lean meats. If you're not getting enough of these from food, consider a high-quality supplement, but always check with your doctor first. 3. Overwashing or underwashing hair. Believe it or not, washing your hair too much or too little can cause problems. Washing too often strips natural oils, making hair dry and brittle. Not washing enough? Buildup of dirt and oil can clog hair follicles, leading to scalp issues and hair thinning. So what's the right balance? For most women over 60, washing 2 to 3 times a week with a mild, hydrating shampoo is ideal. Number 4. Ignoring scalp health. We focus so much on our hair strands, but healthy hair starts at the scalp. If your scalp is dry, flaky, or inflamed, your hair won't grow as well. A simple scalp massage for 5 minutes a day can increase blood circulation and promote hair growth. You can also use natural scalp oils like rosemary or peppermint oil, which have been shown to stimulate hair follicles. Now let's get into the easy fixes to restore hair health. 1. Switch to a gentle hair care routine. Swap out drying shampoos, avoid excessive heat styling, and use a deep conditioner once a week to lock in moisture. 2. Eat a hair-healthy diet and stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water and eat nutrient-rich foods. Your hair will thank you. 3. Trim hair regularly. Even if you're growing your hair out, regular trims prevent split ends and keep hair looking fresh and healthy. 4. Protect your hair at night. Did you know cotton pillowcases can cause breakage? Switch to a silk or satin pillowcase to reduce friction and keep hair smooth overnight. Ladies, your hair deserves the same care and attention as the rest of you. You don't have to accept thinning, dry, or lifeless hair as just part of aging, because with the right care, your hair can be just as beautiful and healthy as ever. Let's talk about a hair mistake that so many women over 60 make: overprocessing with color. Maybe you've been dyeing your hair for decades, covering up grays, or trying to hold on to the color you had in your younger years. But have you ever stopped to think about what all those years of hair dye, bleach, and chemical treatments are doing to your hair's health? For many women, excessive coloring leads to dry, damaged, and thinning hair. And instead of making you look younger, it can actually make you look older. But don't worry. Today, we're going to break down exactly why overprocessing happens, how to avoid it, and the best ways to keep your hair looking fresh, healthy, and vibrant. First, let's talk about what actually happens to your hair when you overprocess it. Weakens hair structure. Repeated chemical treatments break down the proteins in hair, leading to breakage and split ends. Strips natural oils. Hair becomes dry, frizzy, and more prone to damage. Causes thinning and shedding. Over time, frequent coloring weakens hair follicles, leading to thinner strands and even hair loss. Leads to uneven color and brassiness. Too much dye or bleach can leave hair looking unnatural, with uneven tones and an unhealthy appearance. So if you've noticed your hair feeling dry, dull, or breaking more than usual, it might be time to rethink your coloring routine. One of the biggest mistakes is coloring hair too frequently. Some women touch up their roots every few weeks or constantly refresh their color, but this can weaken your hair over time. Instead of dyeing your hair every 3 to 4 weeks, try stretching it to 6 to 8 weeks or longer. The less often you expose your hair to harsh chemicals, the healthier it will be. Did you know that many drugstore hair dyes contain ammonia and strong chemicals that can be extremely damaging, especially to mature hair? These ingredients strip the hair's natural oils, leaving it brittle and prone to breakage. Instead, look for gentle, ammonia-free formulas or switch to semi-permanent or natural dyes that don't cause as much damage. And remember, your hair doesn't have to be one solid color. A mix of tones and highlights can make it look more natural and youthful. Another mistake is picking the wrong shade. Many women try to match the hair color they had when they were younger, but this can actually be too harsh for mature skin. If your hair is too dark, it can look harsh and actually make fine lines and wrinkles more noticeable. If it's too light, it can wash you out. The key is to find a warm, natural tone that complements your skin. For warm skin tones, golden blondes, warm browns, caramel highlights. For cool skin tones, ashy blondes, cool brunettes, silver tones. Or neutral skin tones, soft, natural browns, subtle highlights. A professional colorist can help you find the perfect shade that enhances your complexion rather than overpowering it. Now, let's talk about something a lot of women struggle with: gray hair. Many women feel pressured to cover every single gray strand, but constant touch-ups can be damaging. Instead of fighting gray, consider blending it with soft highlights or lowlights for a more natural transition. Some women even choose to go fully gray in a stylish way. Silver and gray hair can be incredibly chic and elegant when properly cared for. So how do you maintain beautiful, healthy colored hair? 1. Space out color treatments. Give your hair a break. Wait at least 6 to 8 weeks between coloring to reduce damage. 2. Use sulfate-free, color-safe products. Regular shampoos can strip color and dry out hair. Look for sulfate-free shampoos designed for color-treated hair. 3. Deep condition. Regularly, moisture is key. Use a deep conditioning mask once a week to keep your hair soft and hydrated. 4. Protect your hair from heat and sun. Overprocessed hair is even more sensitive to heat. Use a heat protectant spray before styling and wear a hat when you're out in the sun. Ladies, coloring your hair should be fun and make you feel confident, not something that damages your hair or stresses you out. Whether you choose to keep coloring, transition to gray, or try something new, the key is to do it in a way that keeps your hair strong, healthy, and beautiful. Have you ever looked in the mirror after coloring your hair and thought, something just doesn't look right? Maybe your hair color feels too harsh, makes you look washed out, or just doesn't flatter your skin anymore. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. One of the biggest mistakes women over 60 make is choosing the wrong hair color. The right shade can make you look radiant, youthful, and vibrant, while the wrong one can actually age you, make fine lines more noticeable, and even clash with your natural features. But don't worry. Today, I'll help you avoid those mistakes. We'll talk about why certain colors stop working as we age, how to pick the perfect shade for your skin tone, and simple tricks to keep your hair color looking natural and flattering. So let's dive in. Why does your hair color needs to change as you age? 1. Your skin tone changes over time. One thing many people don't realize is that our skin tone naturally changes as we age. We tend to lose some of the warmth in our complexion, and our skin may become lighter, softer, or slightly cooler in tone. That means the hair color that looked amazing in your 30s or 40s may suddenly look too dark, too cool, or just not quite right. 2. Dark hair can be too harsh. One of the most common mistakes I see? Women holding on to dark, solid hair colors for too long. While jet black or deep brown might have looked stunning in your younger years, as we age, dark, one-tone colors can make our features look sharper and more severe. Have you noticed how dark colors can emphasize fine lines and make the skin look paler? That's because there's too much contrast between the hair and skin, making any imperfections more noticeable. Instead of jet black or deep brown, consider softer shades like warm brunettes, caramel highlights, or a slightly lighter brown. These small changes can make a huge difference. 3. Going too light can wash you out on the other end of the spectrum. Some women go too light, thinking platinum blonde or very ashy tones will make them look younger. But be careful. If your blonde is too pale or too cool, it can wash out your skin tone. Instead of extreme platinum, consider honey blondes, golden tones, or soft beige blondes that add warmth and complement your skin. 4. Ignoring natural gray blending options. If you have gray hair, constantly coloring it, a single solid shade can look unnatural as your roots grow in. Instead of fighting grays with harsh, frequent dyeing, consider blending techniques that make regrowth less noticeable. Techniques like balayage, lowlights, or salt and pepper blending allow for a smoother, more natural transition, so you're not rushing to touch up your roots every few weeks. Now that we know what not to do, let's talk about how to pick the perfect color that flatters you. The key is choosing a shade that complements your skin's undertone. First, figure out whether your skin is warm, cool, or neutral. Here's a quick trick to check. Look at your veins. If they appear blue or purple, you have a cool undertone. If they look greenish, you have a warm undertone. Jewelry test. If silver jewelry looks better on you, you likely have a cool undertone. If gold jewelry flatters you more, you probably have a warm undertone. Skin reaction to the sun. If you tan easily, you likely have warm undertones. If you burn quickly, you probably have cool undertones. Now that you know your undertone, here are the hair colors that will look best on you. If you have a warm undertone, stick to golden, caramel, honey, or warm brunette shades. These bring warmth to your face and prevent your skin from looking dull. Best shades: warm honey blonde, golden brown, caramel highlights, chestnut brown. If you have a cool undertone, Cool undertones look best with ashier or neutral colors that balance out the skin's coolness. Best shades: ash blonde, cool brunette, silver or platinum highlights, soft black. If you have a neutral undertone, you can go either way. Both warm and cool tones can work, so play around with highlights and multi-tonal colors to add dimension. Best shades: beige blonde, warm brown with soft caramel highlights, ash brown with neutral highlights. Here are some additional tips that will help you maintain beautiful hair color. 1. Use the right hair care products. Colored hair needs extra love. Use sulfate-free, color-protecting shampoos and conditioners to keep your shade vibrant and healthy. 2. Get regular gloss treatments. A gloss treatment every few months can refresh your color, add shine, and prevent brassiness. 3. Protect your hair from sun damage. The sun can fade color fast. Wear a hat or use UV-protectant hairsprays to keep your shade looking fresh. 4. Consider a professional consultation. If you're unsure what color suits you best, talk to a stylist who specializes in color for mature hair. They can recommend shades that bring out your best features. Remember, the right hair color should make you feel confident, radiant, and beautiful. Whether you're softening your shade, blending in your grays, or just trying something new, the goal is to find a color that enhances your natural beauty, not works against it. Have you ever picked up a bottle of shampoo and thought, "Does this even work for my hair anymore?" Maybe you've been using the same brand for years, or you grabbed a random bottle from the store without thinking much about it. But here's the thing. Using the wrong shampoo and conditioner can make a huge difference in how your hair looks and feels, especially as you age. If your hair feels dry, flat, brittle, or constantly frizzy, the problem might not be your hair. It might be the products you're using. And today, we're going to fix that. We'll break down the most common shampoo and conditioner mistakes, what ingredients to avoid, and how to find the best products for mature hair. Let's get started. As we age, our hair goes through natural changes that affect its texture, moisture, and overall health. That means the shampoo and conditioner you used in your 30s and 40s may no longer be right for you. Thinning and weakening. Hair strands become finer and more fragile over time. Texture changes. Some women develop wavy or frizzy patches even if their hair was once straight. Graying and yellowing. Gray hair lacks pigment, which makes it more prone to dryness and discoloration. So if you're using a shampoo meant for oily, thick, or young hair, it might be stripping your hair even more, leaving it dry, weak, and lifeless. So what are the common shampoo and conditioner mistakes? 1. Using sulfate-based shampoos. One of the biggest mistakes is using shampoos with sulfates. These are the foaming agents that make shampoo lather up, but they also strip away natural oils and moisture, which can make mature hair feel dry, rough, and brittle. Instead, look for sulfate-free shampoos with gentle, hydrating ingredients that clean your hair without stripping it. 2. Using the wrong type of conditioner. Did you know that not all conditioners are created equal? Many women use heavy, thick conditioners meant for extremely dry hair, but these can weigh down fine or thinning hair. Others use lightweight conditioners that don't provide enough moisture, leaving hair frizzy and unmanageable. So how do you find the right balance? It depends on your hair type. 3. Using volumizing shampoo on dry or frizzy hair. Many women over 60 buy volumizing shampoos to combat thinning hair. But here's the problem. Most volumizing formulas are designed to remove oil and buildup, which means they can be extremely drying. If your hair is dry or frizzy, try a hydrating formula instead. You can still get volume by using a lightweight, moisture-rich shampoo and styling tricks that add lift. 4. Not switching products with the seasons. Your hair has different needs in summer versus winter. Many women stick to the same shampoo and conditioner all year round, even when their hair gets extra dry in the colder months. During summer, use UV-protecting, lightweight products to prevent sun damage. During winter, use richer, deeply hydrating formulas to combat dryness. Make small adjustments as the seasons change, and your hair will thank you. So, what should you be looking for in a shampoo and conditioner? Here's a simple guide. 1. Best shampoo and conditioner for dry or gray hair. Moisturizing, sulfate-free shampoos. Hydrating ingredients like argan oil, coconut oil, or shea butter. Purple shampoos to prevent gray hair from looking yellow. Gray hair is naturally more porous, which means it can absorb pollution and look yellowish over time. A purple shampoo once a week can neutralize yellow tones and keep gray hair looking fresh. 2. Best shampoo and conditioner for thinning hair. Mild, volumizing shampoos without harsh detergents, biotin, keratin, or collagen-infused formulas. Lightweight conditioners that won't weigh down fine hair. If your hair is thinning, avoid heavy conditioners on the roots. Apply conditioner only to the mid-lengths and ends to keep hair bouncy and full. Number 3. Best shampoo and conditioner for curly or frizzy hair. Creamy, ultra-hydrating formulas with oils or butters. Leave-in conditioners to control frizz. Avoid shampoos with high alcohol content. Curly and frizzy hair needs extra moisture. Use a leave-in conditioner after washing to keep curls defined and soft. Ladies, the right shampoo and conditioner can transform your hair. Whether you need more moisture, volume, or gray-friendly care, choosing the right products makes all the difference. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why does my hair look so flat and lifeless? Maybe your hair used to have volume, movement, and bounce, but now it just sits there, no matter how much you fluff it up. If that sounds familiar, don't worry. You are not alone. One of the biggest mistakes women over 60 make is neglecting volume and texture. And let me tell you, volume isn't just about beauty. It's about confidence. A little lift and movement can make you feel vibrant, youthful, and full of life. Today, we're diving deep into the secrets of restoring body, volume, and texture to mature hair, so you can bring back that lively, effortless look. Let's get started. As we age, our hair goes through major changes that affect its ability to hold volume and texture. Understanding these changes is the first step to fixing the problem. So what are the changes you might have noticed? Thinning strands. Hair becomes finer and weaker, making it harder to hold volume. Less natural oil production. Hair loses moisture, making it look dry and lifeless. Slower hair growth. Less new hair coming in means less overall fullness. Weakened hair follicles. Hair grows in more sparse, causing areas of flatness. Loss of elasticity. Hair becomes stiff and less bouncy, which affects texture. But the good news? You can bring back volume and movement. You just need the right techniques. So what are the common volume-killing mistakes? 1. Using heavy products that weigh hair down. Many women over 60 switch to extra moisturizing shampoos, conditioners, and styling creams. But too much moisture can actually weigh your hair down. How do you fix it? Apply conditioner only to the mid-lengths and ends, not the scalp. If your hair is thin or fine, try a lightweight, volumizing conditioner instead of a heavy moisturizing one. This will hydrate without flattening your hair. 2. Overwashing or underwashing hair. Did you know that how often you wash your hair can affect volume? Washing too much? You might be stripping away natural oils that help add texture and movement. Not washing enough? Oil buildup can weigh hair down, making it look greasy and flat. The sweet spot? For most women over 60, washing every 2 to 3 days is best. If your hair is thinning, using a gentle, volumizing shampoo can help keep it fresh without stripping moisture. 3. Ignoring the right haircut. A lot of women hold on to long one-length hair, but that can make thinning hair look even flatter. The right cut can bring instant lift and shape back to your look. Best haircuts for volume and texture include layered cuts. Create movement and bounce. Soft bobs. Add fullness to thinning hair. Pixie cuts. Perfect for natural lift and easy styling. Shoulder length with layers. Great balance for keeping length without flatness. Talk to your stylist about adding layers or a soft, face-framing cut to give your hair that extra boost. 4. Skipping mousse and volumizing products. Many women over 60 avoid styling products, thinking they're too harsh. But here's the secret. The right volumizing products can make all the difference. Best products for adding volume include mousse, lightweight, adds lift without crunchiness. Root lifting spray, targets the roots for instant lift. Volumizing powder, great for fine, thinning hair. Apply mousse or root lifting spray while your hair is damp, then blow dry upside down for extra volume. So what are the daily habits for long-term volume and texture? Sleep with a loose ponytail or silk scrunchie. This prevents flattening overnight. Use dry shampoo between washes. It helps to absorb oil and adds lift. Massage your scalp daily. Helps to boost circulation and hair growth. Switch to a silk pillowcase. Helps to reduce hair breakage and frizz. These small habits make a big difference in keeping your hair looking full and healthy. Raise your hand if you've ever reached for your curling iron, flat iron, or blow dryer almost every day just to make your hair look decent. Don't worry, you're not alone. But here's the truth. Overusing heat styling tools is one of the fastest ways to weaken, dry out, and damage your hair, especially as we get older. And the worst part? The more damaged your hair becomes, the harder it is to style, which makes you want to use even more heat. It's a vicious cycle. So today, we're going to break that cycle. We'll dive into why excessive heat damages aging hair, how to style your hair with less heat, and the best techniques for keeping your hair looking healthy and vibrant. Let's get into it. You may have used curling irons or blow dryers for decades without a problem. But as we age, our hair loses moisture, elasticity, and strength, which makes it more vulnerable to heat damage. Weakens the hair cuticle. Makes hair prone to breakage and split ends. Strips moisture from strands, causes dryness and frizz. Flattens natural volume and texture, makes hair look limp and lifeless. Causes thinning over time. Frequent heat can weaken follicles, leading to hair loss. If your hair looks extra dry, brittle, or frizzy, heat damage could be the culprit. So what are the common heat styling mistakes? 1. Using high heat every day. Many women think the hotter the tool, the better the results. But did you know that hair starts to suffer heat damage at just 300 degrees Fahrenheit? And at 400 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, you're literally boiling the moisture out of your hair. How do you fix it? Use the lowest heat setting possible, 300 to 350 degrees Fahrenheit max. Let hair air dry before heat styling instead of blow drying wet hair. Limit heat styling to 2 to 3 times per week max. Your hair will thank you. 2. Skipping heat protectant. Would you put your hand on a hot stove without protection? No? Then why do that to your hair? A heat protectant spray acts like a shield, reducing heat damage by up to 50%. But so many women skip this step, and their hair pays the price. How do you fix it? Use a lightweight heat protectant spray before any styling. Make sure it has ingredients like silicones or keratin to coat the hair. Apply evenly on damp or dry hair, then comb through before styling. 3. Using the wrong styling tools. Not all heat styling tools are created equal. Old or cheap tools can overheat and cause even more damage. Best heat styling tools for mature hair. Ceramic or tourmaline, flat irons, distribute heat evenly, reducing hot spots. Ionic hair dryers, dry hair faster with less heat exposure. Curling wands with adjustable heat, let you control temperature settings. Investing in high-quality tools can make a huge difference in protecting your hair. 4. Not allowing hair to cool after styling. Did you know that your hair needs time to cool down after heat styling? If you immediately brush or touch your hair, you're setting yourself up for limp, lifeless styles. How do you fix it? Let curls cool completely before brushing for longer-lasting hold. Use Velcro rollers after heat styling to lock in volume. Blast hair with cool air from your dryer at the end to set the style. Now, let's talk about heat-free or low-heat alternatives to keep your hair looking fabulous. 1. Embrace heat-free styling methods. Velcro rollers helps to add volume without heat. Foam rollers overnight helps to create soft waves while you sleep. Braiding damp hair before bed. It gives natural beachy waves, twisting sections, and pinning up overnight. It creates curls without damage. These techniques are gentle, easy, and effective, and best of all, zero heat damage. 2. Use a blow dryer the right way. If you must use heat, let's do it the smart way. Best blow drying tips. Use a diffuser attachment. Helps distribute air evenly. Keep the dryer 6 inches away from your hair. Reduces heat exposure. Always use the cool setting at the end. Locks in moisture and shine. Blow drying doesn't have to fry your hair. Technique makes all the difference. Ladies, overusing heat styling is a mistake you don't have to make. There are so many gentler ways to keep your hair looking fabulous without frying it. Trims are important, but how you care for your hair between cuts is just as crucial. Here are some simple habits that will extend the life of your trim and keep your hair looking fresh. Use a nourishing hair mask. Weekly. Keeps ends hydrated and healthy. Brush. Gently with a wide tooth comb. Prevents breakage and stress on hair. By following these simple steps, you can keep your hair looking smooth and full of life between salon visits. Ladies, skipping regular trims might seem harmless, but it's actually one of the biggest mistakes that can age your hair faster. A simple trim can revive your hair's health, boost volume, and make styling so much easier. How long has it been since your last trim? Be honest. Was it 3 months ago? 6 months? A year? Or maybe you can't even remember. If you're skipping regular haircuts because you're trying to grow your hair out or you just don't see the point, I have some news for you. Avoiding trims is actually making your hair look thinner, weaker, and less healthy. Today, we're going to talk about why trimming your hair regularly is crucial after 60, how to know when it's time for a cut, and how to keep your hair looking its absolute best between trims. Let's dive in. As we age, our hair naturally becomes weaker, thinner, and more prone to breakage. And when you skip trims, those split ends don't just sit there. They keep splitting up the hair shaft, making your hair look frayed, unhealthy, and even thinner than it really is. So what happens when you avoid trims? Split ends travel upward, weakens the hair shaft. Hair looks thinner and more fragile. Split ends make the ends appear wispy. Breakage increases, damaged strands snap off, making hair feel rough. Hair loses shape and movement. No trim equals limp, lifeless hair. See these ends? This damage can only be fixed with a trim. No deep conditioner or serum can magically repair split ends once they've formed. Not sure if you need a trim? Here are some telltale signs. Your ends feel dry, rough, or brittle. You see visible split ends or fraying. Your hair tangles easily and feels harder to brush. Your style isn't holding its shape anymore. Your hair looks flat and lifeless, no matter how you style it. If you nodded yes to any of these, it's time to book that appointment. So how often should you really be trimming your hair? The answer depends on your hair length and type. But here's a good rule of thumb. Short hair, bob, every 4 to 6 weeks to maintain shape. Medium length hair, shoulder length, layered cuts, every 6 to 8 weeks to keep it fresh. Long hair, every 8 to 12 weeks to prevent breakage and split ends. The longer your hair, the more fragile the ends. So even if you're growing it out, a small trim every few months will actually help it grow healthier. If you're already getting a trim, why not choose a haircut that enhances your natural beauty? Here are some of the best styles that add movement, volume, and softness. Soft layered bob adds body and movement. Textured pixie cut, perfect for fine hair needing lift. Shoulder length layers, a great balance of length and shape. Side swept bangs softens the face and frames features. Even just adding a few soft layers can make a huge difference in how your hair moves and feels. Have you noticed your hair feeling thinner, drier, or just different than it used to? Maybe it doesn't hold a style the same way, or it's suddenly more brittle, flat, or even shedding more than usual. If so, don't worry, you're not imagining it. As we get older, our hormones change dramatically, especially after menopause. And guess what? Your hair feels it too. Yet so many women continue using the same products and routines they did in their 30s and 40s, not realizing their hair needs completely different care now. In this segment, we're going to break down how hormones affect aging hair, the biggest mistakes women make, and the best ways to keep your hair looking full, healthy, and vibrant, no matter your age. Let's dive in. After menopause, our bodies produce less estrogen and progesterone, two hormones that once kept our hair thick, healthy, and growing steadily. Thinner, weaker hair strands. Estrogen once kept hair thick and strong. Slower hair growth. Follicles shrink and the growth cycle slows down. More shedding. Increased levels of DHT, a hormone that causes hair thinning, can lead to hair loss. Drier, more brittle hair. Oil production decreases, leaving hair feeling parched. So if you've noticed your hair looking limp, dry, or thinner, it's not just bad luck, it's biology. But here's the good news. With the right hair care routine, you can fight back. Let's put everything together. Here's the ideal hair care routine for mature women. Step 1. Use a scalp serum daily to keep follicles strong. Step 2. Wash with a hydrating, sulfate-free shampoo 2 to 3 times a week. Step 3. Condition with a lightweight but nourishing formula. Focus on the ends. Step 4. Apply a leave-in conditioner or hair oil to keep hair soft. Step 5. Limit heat styling and air dry whenever possible to prevent damage. With just a few small changes, you can bring life back to your hair and keep it looking its best at any age. Ladies, your hair is a reflection of your health and care. And just because it's changing doesn't mean it has to suffer. By adapting your routine to match your body's new needs, you can keep your hair looking strong, vibrant, and beautiful. Ladies, have you ever wondered why your hair feels drier, rougher, or more brittle than it used to? Maybe it's frizzy, lacks shine, or just feels lifeless. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. As we age, our hair loses its natural moisture and resilience, making it more prone to damage. And yet, so many women continue neglecting hydration and protection, not realizing that with just a few simple tweaks, they could bring their hair back to life. Let's dive deep into why mature hair needs extra hydration and protection, common mistakes to avoid, and the best ways to keep your hair soft, strong, and healthy. Let's get started. As we get older, several factors contribute to hair becoming drier and more prone to breakage. Oil production slows down. Sebaceous glands produce less sebum, leaving hair drier. The hair cuticle roughens. Hair becomes more porous, meaning moisture escapes more easily. Heat styling and chemicals cause damage. Over time, accumulated heat and color treatments weaken hair. Environmental factors take a toll. Sun exposure, pollution, and dry air accelerate moisture loss. This is why hydration and protection become more important than ever. So what are the common hair hydration and protection mistakes? 1. Using harsh shampoos that strip natural oils. Many women over 60 continue using shampoos loaded with sulfates and alcohols, the same ones they've used for years. The problem? These shampoos strip away natural oils, leaving hair even drier. How do you fix this? Switch to a sulfate-free shampoo. Look for hydrating ingredients like shea butter, aloe vera, or argan oil. Use a gentle cleansing formula that cleanses without over-drying. Limit washing to 2 to 3 times a week to preserve natural moisture. Overwashing and using harsh shampoos can be a major culprit behind dry, brittle hair. 2. Skipping deep conditioning and leave-in treatments. If your hair feels rough, tangled, or hard to manage, it's crying out for moisture. How do you fix this? Use a deep conditioning mask once a week. Look for ingredients like coconut oil, keratin, or collagen. Apply a leave-in conditioner daily to keep strands hydrated throughout the day. Use a lightweight hair oil like argan or marula oil to smooth frizz and add shine. Think of deep conditioning as a drink of water for your hair. Your strands need it to stay soft and healthy. 3. Not protecting hair from heat and sun damage. Heat styling and sun exposure can strip away moisture and weaken hair over time. But many women don't realize how much damage they're actually doing. How do you fix this? Always use a heat protectant spray before using hot tools. Lower the heat setting on blow dryers, curling irons, and straighteners. Wear a hat or use UV protection spray when spending time in the sun. Your hair needs just as much protection as your skin from heat and UV damage. 4. Ignoring nighttime hair care. Did you know your pillowcase could be causing dryness and breakage? How do you fix this? Switch to a silk or satin pillowcase, which reduces friction and moisture loss overnight. Apply a small amount of hair oil before bed to lock in hydration. Braid or loosely tie hair to prevent tangling while you sleep. Making small changes at night can make a huge difference in how your hair feels in the morning. At the end of the day, taking care of your hair isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling confident and empowered at any age. By keeping your hair hydrated and protected, you'll prevent breakage, reduce dryness, and bring back that youthful shine. Ladies, your hair is a part of your confidence, your beauty, and your story. Just because it's changing doesn't mean it has to lose its shine, strength, or vibrancy. By avoiding these common mistakes and making a few simple changes, you can keep your hair looking and feeling healthy at any age. Hydration and protection are key, so be kind to your hair and it will thank you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more beauty and self-care tips designed just for you. Let's keep this conversation going. What's one hair care tip that's worked wonders for you? Drop it in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.